Well, I haven't done one of these in a while, so let's do one of these, whatever these is, now. Welcome back, guys, it's the Raw Geek here. Yes, these is a Raw News. Yes, I've not done a Raw News for a while. Unfortunately, you know, when you're not a full-time YouTuber, you're not lucky enough to be one, you've got other things going on, so it's difficult to always do a weekly video. And also, I don't want it just to be about anything, I want it to be about good stuff, so it does take a bit of a while to make these types of videos. But this is a Raw News, it's back. Like I said, it won't be every week, but now and again I'll drop one out. That sounded a bit weird. Yes, so this week it's mostly about games, so if you're not into games, you know, why are you here? No, I'm joking. At the end there will be a trailer for a movie, which you may well have seen the trailer for already. If not, you know, you're welcome. But I just wanted to first of all get into some new things that are coming out for Assassin's Creed Origins. I've been playing it, I don't know if you've been playing it. I didn't start it until January, so I'm still chasing the platinum now. I will get it, but here's a few pictures of me currently. Yes, I'm looking pretty badass with my flaming sword and flaming horse. Yeah, I look pretty good. I do like the photo mode in this game. You can make the photos look really good, and you can, you know, see what people have been taking pictures of and add filters and effects and all that kind of stuff. And like I say, I am closing in the platinum. I've just got to get all the locations, a few other things. I might do a bit of streaming of that, just, you know, it's some sort of content. Someone might be interested in watching me playing it. But the news is that the DLC, the first DLC of 2, is coming out soon. Yes, on January 23rd there will be the Hidden Ones DLC, which is mostly story driven. We'll have a few things like, you know, extra packs or whatever, like sword and shield, although I think that stuff might actually already be out. But the most important thing for me that it brings out is it stops the level cap being 40, it increases it to 45. Now, I don't like level caps in games. I've got to 40 really quickly and I'm like, I want to keep going. I want to go up to an enemy and just sort of flick them, and I want them to disintegrate. You know, if I'm putting in the hours grinding and doing, you know, killing things, getting XP, doing mini quests, side quests, I want to get rewarded. So yeah, I think it's a bit annoying, but like I say, the first DLC will let you get up to 45. Now the cost for it, if you've not got a season pass, I think it's $10. I'm hoping it will therefore be £7, in which case, you know, I may well buy it. I'm guessing they'll probably make it £10 because that's what they do inexplicably. So whether I buy it or not, I'm not completely decided yet. And then there will be a further DLC which I think is a bit bigger. I think it's called Curse of the Pharaohs, and like it's kind of like a zombie one. Like, they're all basically people walking around like zombies. And I think the level cap for that one goes up to 55. So you know, it's gonna be a bit harder. That one I think is a bit more expensive. Like I say, if you've got the season pass, you get these anyway. But the season pass is basically the cost of the game. So it's like, you know, DLC in some ways is cool, but when it costs like, you know, it's like paying twice the cost to get them, it's just, I don't know, it annoys me a little bit. And then moving on very quickly to news about an Alien game that's coming out. Now you probably know I'm into xenomorphs, Xenoverse, I like aliens, the movies, all that kind of stuff. Now, the last Alien game, Alien Isolation, I thought was really, really good. It was good atmosphere, it was a survival horror, so you know, it did feel scary, and it made the alien, you know, believably difficult. Whereas other games haven't necessarily been that way, and in particular I'm talking about Aliens Colonial Marines, which got a lot of flack because the alien AI was awful and it was just like shooting rats. They're just running around everywhere, shooting them, they're all dying.
On your left! On your left! Behind you!
It won't be like that in real life or in a game. They're supposed to be really terrifying, very difficult to kill, and that game didn't capture it at all. We were hoping it'd be cool, the whole 4-player co-op thing where you've each got a different role. It didn't work out. Having said that, I probably would play it again with my friend just for a laugh, but yeah, it's bad. Now, basically, Fox Next Games have acquired this. They've taken over Cold Iron Studios, and they're looking to produce this game, so at least it's Fox related. However, when I was looking through some of their back catalogue, and they're like sort of known for Metroid Prime games and stuff like that, when I heard it's an FPS, I was like, is this going to be Aliens Cloning Marines again? A little bit worrying. But if they make it somewhat like Isolation, with like a co-op mode going on, online or what, you know, that would be absolutely amazing. So I have got my fingers crossed for it, but I am fearing the worst. But I love Alien, and I of course will check it out, and as soon as the trailer drops or something, I'll be on that and we can watch it together and decide what we think. But yeah, so far all we know is that it's in development at Cold Iron Studios. No idea when it's coming out. And then some of the more eagle-eyed of you may well have noticed that behind me is Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. That's me playing it, actually. Now, this is going to be about Metal Gear Survive. So, I'm a big fan of the Metal Gear series. I mean, the fact that I've got all those up there, minimalist art for the various Metal Gear games, shows that I like the series. I was very sad when Kojima left because, you know, they're falling out with Konami. And then I was even sadder when I watched the trailer for Metal Gear Survive, like last year, whenever it was. And that's because, as expected, it's nothing to do with Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear series at all. It's just basically them using the name and the character models and the mechanics and all that kind of stuff from Metal Gear Solid 5. Which is understandable because it was a really good basis, and it's a shame to waste that. But it's, you know, they could have just called it anything. Why didn't they just call it Survive or something? Why they, I don't know, that's what annoys most people, I think. But there is a beta for it which you can play now for if you got PS4 or Xbox One. You can check it out. You need a constant online connection to play it, but, you know, maybe it'll be good. I mean, it's essentially like a tower defense game, so, you know, very different from what you'd usually expect from a Metal Gear game. There will still be some stealth stuff going on, but like I say, it's more of a tower defense thing, so you're fortifying the area, maybe laying traps and that kind of stuff. It's a bit more strategic, and I'm sure it could get quite in depth. That's not really for me that much, to be honest, and I'm not even sure I'll check the beta out, but I thought I'd make you aware, and yeah, maybe I will before it runs out, or I don't know, maybe not.
It's been getting so hard living with the things you do to me. My things are getting so strong. Gotta have to tell you everything I see.
Oh, I see a man in the back, a man in the back. His eyes are as red as the sun. And the girl in the corner, let no one ignore her, 'cause she thinks she's the passionate one.
Oh, yeah, it's like lightning. Everybody was fighting, and the music was soothing, and they all started grooving. And the man at the back said, everyone attack, and it turned into a ballroom blitz. And the girl in the corner said, fire on the money, and it'll turn into a ballroom blitz, ballroom blitz.
But if it being Metal Gear Survive doesn't bother you at all, feel free to play it. You know, you don't have to be like, oh, everyone's saying it's going to be rubbish. Feel free to play it. The fact they're doing a beta shows that they're worried about that. They know that there's been a lot of criticism, and even on the current trailer that's just been released, there's loads and loads of dislikes. So, you know, like I say, it's not really for me that sort of game anyway, and the fact that they've passed it off as a Metal Gear game is just a bit of an insult to the series, the fans, and Kojima. But, you know, maybe I'm looking too much into it, as a lot of fans, and maybe we should just, you know, not care. And so I'm just going to not care. And then, we're going to have a shit gadget of the week, and it's still game related. Now, let's take a little look at this trailer. Now, this is from Nintendo, and it's something to do with the Switch. And as far as I can work out, it's something to do with cardboard boxes? What? 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 I don't get it. Hi, can I pay for some cardboard boxes, please? To go with my games console. Guys, I don't get this at all. Do you get it? What is going on? It's just wearing cardboard boxes and playing a piano made of cardboard, and I don't really understand it. I don't understand it at all. Now, this is known as the Nintendo Labo, and basically they're cardboard toys for the Switch. It's okay, it's for kids basically, isn't it? Which is fine. I just don't really understand. I don't know, it's a bit weird. Maybe they're trying to promote sort of, you know, upcycling, recycling, and not wasting things. I don't know, but technically I can see a lot of this going in the bin. So hopefully they put it in the recycling bin, because it is cardboard. Now, of course, everything you see about it online is saying how clever it is, how fun it is, how great it is. Because the internet is extremely Nintendo biased and everything they do is amazing. To me, it just looks like a bunch of cardboard. But, you know, each to their own. Maybe I'm just getting old and don't understand it. You know, if you love it, go for it. And then we're going to move on to something a little bit different. We're into the movie realm now. It's not that different, but as you know, raw news from me is always going to have geeky stuff in it. But this is about a movie called Ghost Stories. Now, you may well know or not know that I quite like magic and mentalism and things like, well, basically the stuff that Darren Brown does, if that makes sense. Big fan of Darren Brown. I've seen some of his live shows. He signed a book for me and he put "Love Darren" and a little kiss in there and kept eyeing me up a little bit actually. Yeah, big fan of his, and someone you may not know so much is called Andy Nyman. Now, Andy actually writes a lot of the stuff that Darren Brown does. They both work together closely on most of his shows. Andy, in his own right, is a very good magician and mentalist, also actor, and he's been having a show called Ghost Stories on at the theatre, and he's basically decided to make it into a proper movie. And so yeah, basically, there's a trailer for this. I think the synopsis is there's a skeptic, and as you probably know, most magicians and mentalists are massive skeptics because we all know the tricks and, you know, the patterns of words you can say to make people believe things, and that everything that goes bump in the night can usually be explained by science. But this particular skeptic seems to come across some hauntings that he just can't explain, and so it sounds pretty cool to me. So yes, guys, this is Ghost Stories global trailer in cinemas April 13th. Play.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Professor Philip Goodman. My job is to explain the unexplainable, untangle the truth from the fiction. You don't have to have your life ruled by superstitious fear.
Mr. Goodman, everything you have spent a lifetime trying to debunk the supernatural, it's all true. 3 cases I couldn't explain. You go and investigate if you dare. Things are not always as they seem.
Cool.
You tell me about your incident.
You don't believe, do you?
Hello?
I don't want people looking at me and thinking that I'm mad. Because I know what I saw.
No. Do you believe in evil, Professor? I didn't. Until that night. Maria?
These are signs.
I know you're still there.
The spirit.
I'm very scared.
I understand how easy it is to get confused.
What was that?
Don't let them thoughts get into your head, mate.
What the hell?
Everything is exactly as it seems.
You don't know everything.
Wait, I don't like it.
The brain sees what it wants to see.
Uh-oh. Is he holding that baby that was not really there? It's getting lots of good reviews. It's not particularly loads given away in the trailer, but I actually quite like that. Some good cast in there, so And obviously, by the way, the skeptic guy was Andy himself. Thing is, I'm a huge skeptic. I don't believe in anything like that. I can explain it all. There's usually a way to explain it, but I still love ghost stories and horror stuff. Just absolutely love it. So yeah, that's basically everything I like in a movie. So now wrap it up then, guys. Thanks for watching as always. So guys, if you like that, please click like. Make sure you're subscribed for more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next video. And until then, remember, don't worry, there's no such thing as ghosts. Or is there? No. Bye! Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome! But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters.